Yo, guys, and welcome to the Red Pitch Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. Listen, the result is in. Game's just finished. Crystal Palace nil, Arsenal 1. And to say the least, it wasn't the best of games. This formation that Mikel Arteta is trying out with Partey on the right, I'm not a fan of it. I'm really not that big of a fan of it. Even though Partey does play inverted, I don't want to see Partey as a right back. Because if we continue to play this formation, when he comes up against real wingers, AKAs the Mitomas, like, he's not going to survive there. Partey needs to be in that middle, right? He needs to be in that middle. Listen, speaking of the middle, Declan Rice, I think he was absolutely brilliant tonight. Didn't put a foot wrong. Interceptions, beautiful, right? Ball progression. He won so many balls in that midfield and he protected that back line like his life depended on it. It was excellent. The best performance I've seen so far from Declan Rice in an Arsenal shirt. Now, listen, Kai Havertz. I'm not going to get onto Kai Havertz too much, right? But right now, I'm struggling to see if he actually improves our team, what he actually brings to our team, and what Arteta actually sees in him. I really don't know, right? If it's for me, Trossard is starting all day long. I don't know how Trossard didn't get on the pitch tonight. Havertz seems to get the ball. He slows down the play. And if you really watch the game, well, sometimes we'll be on the attack. The ball get played to Havertz. People are steaming forward and then he'll cut back, slow it right down. And it happened a number of times today, if you really saw, right? Same thing happened. Ball played in to Havertz. Rice was running through. Instead of him looking up for Rice and playing the ball back, he stopped it. He's turned around, and Rice threw up his arms in frustration. I understand Arteta is trying to, we paid £65 million for him, so I understand why Arteta feels he has to have him in the squad. But for me, I feel like Havertz is going to do more impact in the Champions League in Europe, playing against the European teams, than in this league. Honestly, and I know it's early to say this, but from what we've all seen at Chelsea, yes, when he first came, I was one of the ones that advocated for him, and I said, yes, listen, Havertz is going to cook in our team, blah, 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 etc., etc. From what I've seen so far in these first two games, it's just, I'm full of disappointment. He's not doing anything I'm seeing that, anyone else can't do and even better, right? Martinelli today, I feel Martinelli had an okay game. It felt like he was scared to take on the fullback a lot of the times of the game. And I think he would have had the beating of him, which is a bit frustrating. But Kyle was okay, had a quiet game, didn't really do too much. Odegaard, yes, got a penalty. Odegaard scored a penalty. Looks like Saka's on penalty duties for now. Odegaard was okay. Made a few nice progressive passes, had a few shots, but just felt like he was a little bit isolated today. Saliba, he was immense today. As always, Rolls Royce, double R. Ayew through on goal. Saliba tracked him all the way back. Beautiful, perfectly timed tackle in our box. Ramsdale, I think Ramsdale had his decent game. Tomiyasu, I think he had an okay game, but I don't want to see Tomiyasu at left fullback or left inverted, left wing back, whatever. I don't want to see Tomiyasu there. I would have probably preferred to see Kiwior there today. So we know Zinchenko's just come back from injury, so he's not fully fit. So hopefully we'll start to see Zinchenko there going forward next game against Fulham, I believe. So hopefully Zinni will come back in. Eddie, again, Eddie, it's a beautiful movement and run to win the penalty. But Eddie had two great chances, especially the second chance. Ball put through by Declan Rice, and Eddie tried to dink the keeper from like 2-3 yards out. I don't know what that was about. Slot it in. And these are the fine margins. I've always said it. We need a proper number 9. These are the fine margins. When you're getting into those positions, you cannot afford, right? You cannot afford to miss these opportunities, because that might be the only opportunity you get in the game. I didn't feel there was really much threat from Palace at all, right? Didn't feel there was much threat from Palace. But we won via a penalty. If we didn't get that, we would have looked back now on those two chances, Eddie hitting the post and then the second chance. We would be looking back at that saying, if we had a clinical number 9, there would be possible goals. Now, we don't know what's happening with this Balogun situation, but come on, man. Like, until he goes, give the boy a run out. Put the boy on the bench. Do something, We saw the Tony thing today. Tony's throwing out subtle hints about loving Arsenal and loving the way Arsenal play and the passion of the fans. He's basically telling us, listen, man, I might be available in January. Come and get me. Listen, if we're not going to do nothing now, in January, we have to go and buy Ivan Toney. We have to buy Ivan Toney. There's no other option out there, right? We have to go fully through to Ivan Toney. But anyway, that's here and there. But listen, the next game, I don't want to see this formation, right? Last season, we played so well. We done well with a Gabriel and Saliba centre-back pairing. I don't know why Gabriel's not been starting. Obviously, there was links today about him having a meeting with one of the Saudi presidents or whatever, and could be close to going to a Saudi club. We don't know. But personally, I want Gabriel to stay. I think we should go back to Gabriel, Saliba at the back, Zinchenko and White. Go back to that back four. Rice, Partey, Odegaard in the midfield, right? And then up front, it's got to be probably Martinelli, Trossard false 9, and probably Saka on the right. Eddie, no shade against Eddie, no hate against Eddie. But I feel Trossard, those chances tonight that Eddie had, I think Trossard puts them away. And that's the difference. But anyway, listen, we won. We got the 3 points. That's the main thing. These are the sort of games, Selhurst Park, you go there, you're going to grind out a 1-0 result. It's a brilliant result. So I'm not taking away the fact that we won this game. Excellent result. 6 points now. First 2 games. Listen, Fulham at home, it's got to be a must-win game, right? Got to be a must-win game. But I want to see a much better performance, and I want to see 3-4 goals in that game. More clinical finishes from the guys now. All right? So listen, like, share, subscribe. Let's keep going, Arsenal, man. 36 left. 36 games left. It's going to be a long season. But we can't play that again. We can't play like that again. Let's go.